The following podcast has been brought to you by Banter Club.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Ramblemania show proudly brings to you, it is I, your illustrious Ramblemania show heavyweight champion of the world, the Agent Def 6XL. Joining me as always,
it is I.
It is he.
Five-time Ramblemania champion. This,
Look at
that,
the hand.
those
Look at
other
the
words. DJ the Great. DJ the Great.
Yes, sir.
This is AEW Dynamite. We are here to discuss this big show we got on tap. Winter is coming.
3, 2, 1. I love this shit.
Fucking Max Caster had the best tweet on this. He was just like, yo, hashtag winter is coming. And then he posted a picture of fucking Katie Lee Burchill in TNA when she was called Winter. I popped. I was like, oh shit. That's better than any punchline he ever spit.
Damn, you know what I would have done?
What?
Have a picture of a snowblower.
Oh, yeah.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
You already know winter is coming because we got the Wang Man.
Oh, yeah. The Wang Man is in the building. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about his opponent tonight, Bryan Danielson.
We're going to talk about CM Punk.
He was here, too.
We're going to talk about MJF.
Jeff was here.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Sean Spears.
He was also here. He was talking shit.
We're going to talk about Wardlow.
He was here. He killed the guy.
We're going to talk about Shida.
She was here. She got crazy.
She got wild.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Bryan Danielson.
He was here. Yes.
and all our lovely people.
Yes.
And by goddamn it, we're going to talk about Brian Pillman.
By God. Is it something?
Why am I running down through the fucking card right now?
Yeah.
I'm a hot mess. Don't judge me.
Real quick, we only got one little bit of news. Let's talk about the rating.
Yes.
It's in 948,000. It was up like I predicted. 3-1 in the key demo, which is 5th on cable. A weird inverse of NXT's rating. Because like we talked about in NXT, the overall was down and the key demo was up. Here, the overall rating is up.
Yep.
But the key demo is down.
It's still top 5.
Yeah, it's still top 5. Like, it's not too crazy.
Yeah.
Like
NXT's was up, but it wasn't top 5.
Yeah, it was back in the top 50, but it wasn't top 5.
You feel me? While this was top 5,
yeah, it was
still,
top 5.
even though it went down.
Yeah.
So
last week it was 5th. This week it was 5th. So same spot in the rankings.
Yeah.
It's an interesting number. Like the median age popped up. A lot of 50 plus people popped in this week to watch. I guess that particular demo was a big. And then I guess you had the challenge was on. I think that was the season finale. Housewives was on, one of the Real Housewives shows. I don't know which one. That had a season finale. And then you had NBA basketball. So I guess there was more stuff to spread out.
If you're a wrestling fan, you know what I'm saying? You got to choose and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to choose. Yeah. I chose wrestling. I'm glad I did.
Yeah. Me too, yeah.
So let's talk about this.
Are you ready to light the fuse?
And bring the boom?
Oh, you know we are because it's Dynamite.
It's Dynamite.
For all of you people at home. Let's banter.
AEW Dynamite. Winter is coming.
I'm coming.
I'm coming. I miss Otis. From Garland, Texas. We open up with the AEW World Championship. Bryan Danielson versus Hangman Adam Page.
You know what that usually means, though?
Oh, man.
They're gonna do something we don't like.
Yeah, they still be fucking me up though when they start with these big matches. I'm like, oh shit, they started with this shit. Oh shit.
Something I always look at it as, why is it first?
Yeah, I had that thought too. Like, oh shit, why is it first? Oh fuck, it's first.
I'm like, So something gonna happen that is first.
Yeah. Hangman's lower third this week says, still has a festering resentment for Game of Thrones. I get it. A lot of people disliked that finale.
Yep. Needs more White Walkers.
There was a lot that finale needed. There was a lot that final season needed.
Yeah.
So, the bell rings. Crowd is chanting for AEW immediately as if to say, this is fucking awesome. Steen or no Steen. We get dueling chants off the lockup. Let's go, Bryan. Cowboy shit. They grapple over to the corner. Bryan pushes Hangman after they break. And then Hangman's like, I'm going to fucking chop you. And then Bryan ducks out, gets in between the ropes. And is like, hey, back him up, ref. Back him up. And he does that every single time Hangman gets the upper hand in an exchange. Dragon just ducks away, gets to the corner, and the crowd is getting more and more pissed with him. So
that's the plan, though.
Yeah. Immediately when they're doing this in the early going, I'm like, okay, they're going long.
Yep.
I knew instantly. Dragon gets in the ropes for a third time, and then I think the third time is where the crowd is finally, all right, fuck you, Bryan. Enough of your shit.
Crowd wasn't having it anymore after a while. They were just like, hey, dog, listen. Let this man, let him do what he came to do. Hey.
Yeah. Stop running away from this man. So Hangman drops him with a boot. Dragon gets up, goes for the code of honor. He's like, hey, hang on a second, Hangman. How about you shake my hand?
The fuck out of here with that shit.
Hangman's like, motherfucker. So then Bryan just slaps him.
You want to shake my hand? Fuck you.
Yeah, you don't want to adhere to the code of honor? So Bryan hits the ropes, goes for a crossbody, but Hangman catches him, scoop slams him down, but then Dragon picks the leg and goes to work on it. And the commentators are talking about the crowd. Excalibur's like, it's maybe a 60-40 split here. Taz is like, maybe about a 59-39, but I digress.
I love
Excalibur and Tony legit laugh.
Yeah. I mean, Taz is great on commentary. I don't know what the fuck happened in WWE.
He
was great. No. I'm saying like he was great. And then it was just he was over it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. He just got over it.
Like if I was WWE, I would have been like, hey, you know what? You want to do some other shit? We got you. We will have you do some other shit. And then we'll bring you back to commentary when you're ready. Because look at him now. He's fucking great.
Yeah, because like honestly, thinking about it, like WWE loves fucking turning short dudes into managers now. Like
I would have been just turning him into That's what they did on Impact. And he was happy as hell.
Yeah, they should have done that with Taz. All that time they spent, they should have just made Taz a manager. They could have did Team Taz in WWE. Shit.
Oof. All right.
You might have Hook right now, WWE.
Right. Quick situation. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So, who would you have in WWE's Team Taz? Think about that era.
Yeah, because it specific to that era. Fuck. I gotta think now.
You already know that. There's one that I'm already like genius.
Who?
Brock.
Oh, well, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Because remember, he had split from Heyman and all that shit.
Yeah.
Brock would have been the one that I would have stuck him with.
Yeah.
Who else could I stuck up with?
Ooh, so many guys. Give him Benjamin and Haas.
Ooh.
I'd give him Benjamin and Haas.
I would have gave him Benjamin, Haas, and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Just give him a little shooter squad.
Yeah. Fucking nice little gang. They could have done what we have with Bivens now with
because you got these big bad motherfuckers, and then you got Taz just like, hey, let me tell you something. Because WWE, since Taz is short, they would little man him, so he would get to talk that shit.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
What coulda, shoulda been.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, yeah.
Because here we are, and he's doing great on Dynamite.
Yeah, he's there in AEW.
Yes.
So Hangman gets sent to the apron. He's thinking the buckshot, but Bryan sends him to the floor, goes for a dive, but Hangman comes back and boots him through his fucking chest, sending him outside. Then he follows with a dive to the floor. He go back in the ring. He goes up top, but Dragon just like stuffs him with a hard chest kick.
Yep.
And then he hangs him in the ropes, starts to fucking beat the shit out of him while he's hung up in the ropes. And the ref is like, hey. And then Bryan's like, hey, I got till 5, referee. Beautiful. He goes up top, drops the knee on the back of his head for a near fall, the Nyla Rose spot. That gets a near fall into the pip. We come back. Hangman's trying to come back, but then Danielson starts the 2K comeback.
Yep.
But Hangman stuffs it with the fall away slam. Bryan rushes the corner, but Hangman crotches him up top, then hits him with a lariat and sends him outside. Some guy is trying to fire Bryan up by yelling, "Hey, Bryan, he doesn't recycle. Get him."
Love these fans, man.
Yeah. So Hangman just hits Bryan with a tope off that. Then he goes up the stairs, and then there's the Arihara moonsault. Beautiful moonsault.
Clean.
Yeah. We go back in. Danielson gets him in the crucifix pin. Oh shit, Scott Steiner? Well,
nah, that's Braun.
Braun it only made the last show.
he only did one. Woo! That's it, just one. Man, you know Braun Breaker is smart. He doesn't like his own show.
This show sucks. I'm the best thing on it.
Son of a bitch. Vince McMahon, Justice Payne.
They go up top. Hangman tries a superplex, but Dragon slips under, tries to get him, but Hangman sends him down to the mat, goes for another moonsault, but Bryan dodges, and then goes for the La Magistral Cradle, gets a near fall off that. Then Hangman kitchen sinks him for a 2 count. Then Danielson goes for the lapel lock. Hangman reverses that into a pin. Dragon goes for a pin after that, then just grabs Hankel's. He grabs Hangman's ankle. He grabs Hangman's ankle from the front.
Yeah.
And then starts to twist it into an ankle lock. He did it Ken Shamrock style. Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Like damn near shoot ankle lock. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that's how Shamrock used to do it a lot. He would like just grab your foot from the front, be like, ah, and start to turn you around.
Yeah, because the point of it was he tried to make it feel shoot.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, this is what it would really look like.
Yeah, this is what I would really do in an ankle lock. You wouldn't cooperate. I would just fucking
yank his fucking leg and
yeah. So Hangman tries to go upward to get out of the ankle lock.
Yeah.
So he's standing on his hands. Yeah. So then Bryan just uses that to kick him in the stomach.
Yeah, I have a perfect dad joke for that last one.
What?
I guess you can say he was pulling his leg. I'm going to hell. Corny dad jokes. Let's go.
So Bryan goes for the run and drop kicks in the corner. Hangman catches him for a pop-up power bomb. That gets 2. He goes for the buckshot lariat, but Bryan peeps it and slips out. They go up again, and Bryan just fucking drops Hangman shoulder first on the apron. Like he grabbed his arm and just yanked him down to the apron on his shoulder. That shit looked crazy.
Ow. Ow, fam.
Yeah.
Like, that's the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah.
It don't even got that NXT padding.
Yeah. Then they're outside. They're by the post, and Bryan's on one side, Hangman's on the other. Bryan grabs his arms, and I flash back to 2006 Ring of Honor. I'm like, what the fuck? And then Bryan just yanks him in.
Yeah.
But then Hangman hits the post with his shoulder, not his fucking head, like Bryan and Nigel were crazy enough to do back in 2006.
That's disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad they did that spot safely.
You got to be...
Hangman still bladed off it, though. So I guess that was the idea. To call back to that spot.
Oh, yeah. So this is officially Hazel's favorite part of the match.
Yes. We got blood.
We got color. We got color.
Oh,
color. Oh, my God. We got color. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is the best thing. He fucking
Hazel loves him some color.
He's a fucking Rhodes.
Yeah, man. Oh, baby, you know. That's what I'm talking about.
If it's a big time match, you're going to need some color.
You got to get that color.
Oh, shit.
So... Come back, Hangman, he's still recovering from this. Bryan has decided, all right, fuck that. Let's beat his ass. And he dives at him outside. He sets him up top, starts doing the 10 punches. And again, ref's like, hey, get out of there. And Bryan's like, he's standing on top. He's like, hey, ref, I have till 5. And I'm like, yes.
But that's just getting, he's doing great. Because the whole time I'm just like, you fucking asshole.
I was like, you did it twice in one match. You're really eating out here. This is beautiful.
He's having, I was having fun because he was having fun. That's one thing you can tell when the guys are having fun because you start having fun yourself. You're like, yeah, man. You want to watch the world burn with fucking Daniel Bryan when he goes, I have till 5. I'm like, yeah.
So Bryan finally goes for the strategy I thought he'd go for at the beginning, and he starts working on Hangman's arm to stop the buckshot. But Hangman fights him off. He goes for the knee, but Hangman catches him, and Bryan ducks out, hits a German suplex, then goes straight into cattle mutilation, but Hangman escapes to the apron, where Bryan starts kicking him, but then Hangman ducks the last kick, and then Bryan just kicks the post, like just full on kick the post. So his leg is fucked up now. So Hangman takes Bryan over to the barricade. He removes the covers. So the first cover has, AEW Dynamite. He pulls it back to reveal the cover for AEW Rampage. Expose the business. Then he pulls that one back too.
That reminds me of the old WWE pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Where we have the heat one.
Yeah, the heat one under it.
And you flip it over like, wait a minute. They didn't even take it. They just put another one over. That's stupid. It takes a lot less time, All they have to do is go, just pull the other one out the other one.
Yeah, just take that one off, pull the Rampage one out. You're not going to need the Dynamite one after Dynamite is over.
Yep.
So, back in the ring, Hangman locks in the figure 4, which I pop for that. Mm-hmm. You got a guy doing a bloody figure 4. That feels nostalgic for pro wrestling. It's good. Mm-hmm. So we go again to commercial break. Commercials were killing me at this point, especially because at this point we're 40 minutes into this match, and I look at the clock and I'm like, it's 8:40. It's been 40 minutes. Nah, this shit has felt like it's been barely 20.
Like, no lie, I was at work and like. I turned off the TV like maybe like about 40 minutes in. Yeah. Turned it off about 40 minutes in, and I was like, this shit is still going? And I just said, fuck it, I gotta go. Yeah. Turned it off and then but then, I didn't know how long it would still go.
Yeah. Like, I just couldn't believe, like I was shocked to see that we were 40 minutes into this match. I was like, no fucking way it's been 40 minutes. It hasn't felt like 40 minutes at all.
Nah, it flew by.
It flew out. The pacing on this match was unbelievable. Like, so then we come back from the break.
It was great for work, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, shit.
The fucking final hour of work and that shit flies by. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. I would love something like this for the last hour of work. That'll help you for sure.
And it was kind of dead, so it was like, fuck it, some Dynamite. I'm watching it, and I'm like, yo, this is really going. Like,
man. Hangman, we come back from the break. He goes for another pop-up powerbomb, but Dragon stuffs it, puts on the cross arm breaker. Hangman won't let him lock it in, though. So Dragon just transitions into a triangle, but then Hangman tries to lift him and powerbomb him out of it. But then Dragon hangs on and then starts dropping the MMA elbows. Yep. But then Hangman's able to make the ropes. So Bryan lifts him, and Hangman comes back and then lifts him up and drops him with a tombstone pile driver. And that gets a near fall. So he sets Bryan up top, starts chopping him to shit, goes for a superplex, but Bryan fights him down and drops a knee on his arm, then goes into a regalplex for a 2 count. Then Bryan sets him up, back suplexes him from the top, and then, Jesus Christ, this back suplex. They moved in slow motion. Like, it felt like the world stopped on this avalanche back suplex. And then Bryan gets Hangman on the apron and wants the Gotch-style pile driver on the hardest part of the ring.
Yep.
But then Hangman reverses and hits him with the Deadeye on the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah.
So then Hangman goes up top. He goes for another dive, but then Bryan dodges, sends him crashing through the announce table. And at that point, we go into another picture-in-picture. I'm like, no! We need a commercial-free version.
So many fucking pips.
Yeah. So we come back again.
I would have paid for the first hour if I was TNT.
Yeah, I would have just been like, yo, or commercial-free this first hour.
Just for this match.
Tony said he could do it. He said he could afford it. So do it, Tony.
Yeah, you should have done it for this.
Yeah. You knew what you was booking. So.
For the next one, Tony.
Yeah, because you know how you going to book it. So if you know you're going to have a long-ass match like this.
Unless you're doing it on pay-per-view.
Yeah, if it's on pay-per-view, you ain't got to worry. But if it's on TV, then come on, throw that money down.
Just do it. So
we come back, and then these two are just spent, beaten up. Bryan's leg is fucked up. Hangman's arm is fucked up. So they're both striking at like 70% efficiency. And then Bryan goes for a suplex. Hangman lands on his feet and then just drops Bryan with a big discus lariat. Brody Lee style. Shout out to the man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he brought it in from like downtown and way up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's Brody shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Yes.
To Brody Lee.
Happy birthday to Delroy.
Facts. Happy birthday to Delroy as well.
You imagine they hanging out up there?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that too. Like,
yo, so I had this friend. His name is Six.
He fucked with you, old D, my nigga.
Old D, my nigga. Let me holler at you. Where you going? Brody's just like, get me out of here.
Oh man. We got big AEW chants here as these guys are just fighting. Bryan kicks his fucking head in. Justin Roberts announces 5 minutes left. Tony Schiavone is fucking floored. He's like, 5 minutes? What the hell? They've been going 50 minutes?
He's like, are you serious right now?
He can't believe it either.
Yeah, nah, it's because we're so invested that at this point it's gold to us. We're just like, and fucking like, I would say maybe 30 minutes into the match, the crowd was going apeshit, talking about the fucking all the tropes. Yeah. This is wrestling and this is awesome and all that shit. Like they were like best match of the last year and a half is the way they were fucking going about it. Like the crowd, they were losing their shit. So it was just like, I like this.
Yeah, they were going wild. Like, then, Bryan, he drops some Danielson stomps, goes for the big knee, but then Hangman catches him, hits the dead eye for the 1-2. He got him. No. Crowd is going wild. Hangman contemplates his next move. And then he's like,
like, put him away already.
Yeah. Hangman's like, you know what? I'm going to kick his fucking head in.
Yes.
So now it's time for revenge. He starts to kick his fucking head in. Then
this is for Johnny Hungy.
Yeah, this is for John Silver and Alan Angels and Colt Cabana and Evil Uno. Fuck you.
This is for the gang.
For the gang. So he sets up for the buckshot, but Dragon counters, locks in the label lock. Oh my God, I need a clock for this shit. Because then Justin Roberts announces 1 minute left. The crowd is like, what? No.
Yeah.
You can hear the crowd audibly freak out when
There's
Justin Roberts announces a minute.
Boo, yeah. Like it's getting there.
Yeah. So Hangman fights out, slingshots Bryan out, but Bryan skins the cat. 59 minutes in, and you skinning a cat? You know how much core strength that takes to do that? And he did it after having a 1 hour wrestling match. What the fuck?
It's that midsection right there. He doing all the things, you know what I'm saying? He doing that gimmick where you just hang off the thing and you just do the leg things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Like you hang on the thing and you just lift your
bring
legs.
Your knees up. Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing all that shit.
Phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. So Bryan skins the cat, goes back in the ring, but Hangman was ready for it. He hits him with a big lariat. And then he gets on the ropes. He sets up. He hits the buckshot lariat. Bryan goes down. Hangman goes down. And the bell rings. I'm like, no!
Yeah. And the crowd immediately, boo! I was like, yeah, this is crazy.
They start chanting, 5 more minutes. I was with them. I was like, Tony, get the fuck out here right now.
They still going, though. They still going. They still going because they get up eventually and they keep going.
Yeah.
What's wrong with these motherfuckers, yo?
And this was...
They could have won it the entire Dynamite.
They could have. I'd have been with it for them to go the entire Dynamite.
No one would have gave a shit.
They could have. They genuinely could have. Like,
they had this crowd at the edge of their fucking seats, bro. Fucking, there was lint holding onto the chair. That's how bad it was.
This was a 60-minute draw, and it barely felt like it went 30.
This was an Iron Man match. And it felt like 15 minutes.
Yeah, like, the pacing on this was ungodly. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable pacing. And then, like, I love the finish to this match so much. Mm-hmm. Like, people are mad about the draw. And for one, you aren't supposed to like draws. Like, if you watch a real fight and these two dudes are going crazy on each other and then the ref calls a draw, you're like, fuck, I wanted to see a winner. But then the next thing in your head is like, well, run it back then. Fucking run it back. We got to see who's the better man between these two.
That was my idea. My idea was immediately, run that shit back.
Same as me, especially because of the way the finish worked out.
Yeah.
The finish is Hangman had the match won. 5 more seconds, 10 more seconds, and Hangman makes that pin. You could argue he wins.
Now, I don't know if I'm leading too much into it, but the last person that he had to draw with was with Kenny Omega. And maybe in Hangman's head, this could start planting seeds of doubt. Like, I see there's so much story potential to move on from here. Like, there's so many places this shit can go.
Because that
this
also
is beautiful, yeah.
That also has always been the key element of Hangman's character. Him doubting himself and then finding the strength to overcome that doubt and be the great man that we know he can be. That's what makes him such a great, relatable babyface.
And the fact that he was waiting on Bryan Danielson. He was waiting on him to get up so he could hit him with that goddamn lariat. And it was like, so many seeds, my man. Like, this could be so crazy. Like, just let it happen.
And it's
like I said, I have to stop holding. Yeah, you and I, all of us, have to stop trying to hold this up to WWE, because at the end of the day, WWE fucks shit like this up.
Oh, I don't even
but AEW's, how would you say this? Their track record has been proven to actually continue to fix shit like this in ways where it's like, it's not even fixed. It was originally meant to go this way. But they actually go through with shit so much that I'm never worried. I'm just like, they gonna run that shit back and that shit gonna be even better.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. So stop being upset. Where was this, Tevin?
Texas.
God damn, Texas. You wanna know why I say that? They just want the Cowboy to win.
They just want the Cowboy to win, man. Damn, man.
You know what it is, man? Fucking, they never have Cowboys that win in Texas.
Yeah, man. They just want some Cowboys that win and couldn't even get. And I mean,
as a Giants fan,
always got to throw them jabs. Like, it's like you said with the storytelling element of it. Like, when you go back to this, you can have Danielson say, you had 60 minutes to beat me, and you couldn't. Mm-hmm. But then Hangman can say, what happened in the last 10 seconds of that match? I hit your ass with that buckshot lariat, and you were out. And I could have pinned you. They both got arguments about that. That's exactly what you want in building a rematch for two top-tier fighters. You could have either one claim to have the upper hand in the situation.
They wanted to fight still, though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, they were both still ready to go. And it's like, it's so interesting because of, like, especially when you juxtapose it against the Danielson Omega draw. Like, when you think about these three wrestlers, like, so Danielson draws with Omega, Hangman beats Omega, but then draws with Danielson. It's crazy.
For those of you who are upset about this, let it go. This is AEW, not WWE. They will fix it.
They're gonna.
Stop crying.
Listen, like, I think it's
not even fixed. Like I said earlier, it's not even fixed.
Yeah, like,
their track record has proven that they can do this and then come out of it with an even better conclusion. Stop crying.
Like, 2 years in, I feel comfortable in saying AEW is not going to put on a 60-minute draw on television and then not follow up on it.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that.
Yeah. This ain't the E. This will happen another time.
Yeah. And then like I didn't even think about WWE with this. And like I saw people like, hey, if WWE would have did this, it's like, what are you talking about? WWE doesn't do draws. What are you talking about?
They just do fuck shit.
They don't do draws. They would have, you know what they would have did with this match? A DQ. They
Yep.
would have had a DQ.
Yep.
Fucking Bryan would have kicked him in the nuts or something. They don't do draws. What are you talking about? Let's talk about the Superkliq.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Fish.
CC.
They got a weird, stupid Christmas promo going.
Yep.
Somebody's playing Jingle Bell on kazoos, which in my head, that's a Christian call.
Yeah.
Christian was like, yo, you got to do it on kazoos.
My question is, where the fuck? Like, damn, Edge got to get out of there.
Nah, Edge is a WWE guy.
Get out of there, bro. Come have fun.
Yeah. You never even left before. He's
fuck that shit. Come have fun.
Nah. Christian's the guy. They go over what they did to the best friends on Rampage, and Nick challenges them to an 8-man. He's like, hey, how about, you get your best friends, and then us right here, we'll have an 8-man match on Rampage. And how about, you want to bring your mom out there, Trent? We'll super kick Sue. We will super kick Sue. Nick is like, we're going to end her career, all right?
She
We will
doesn't have
end
one.
Sue's career. I'm like, yeah. Nick Jackson is crazy.
Bro, Sue doesn't have, what are you talking?
He was dead ass staring into the camera like, we will end your career, Sue. You understand me?
Not even a rat. All right.
She's not a wrestler, bro. Nick Jackson is a maniac. So, Adam Cole says, hey, next week, guys, on Dynamite, you guys be ready because I got a big Christmas surprise. I hope you're ready. So,
Hey, yo.
Christmas surprise.
Hey, yo. You know what it is.
Is it time to give you a reason?
You know what I was thinking of?
Yeah.
What up, though?
The debate about it I've seen so far is like, would Tony acknowledge the fact that the last time they were on screen together, him and Cole were fucking killing each other? Or would he just ignore that and then do his own thing? I don't know.
I think I'd make that shit look like, well, that's kayfabe shit. This is the real shit.
I could see something like, yeah, we had our issues, but how many times have me and Kyle fought over? Because you could say that, like him and Kyle have fucking fought and got back together and fought and got back together a bunch in different companies all over the place.
They can do all that, or they can just ignore the shit.
They could ignore it if they want, or
Just like, fuck what happened in WWE. Fuck them.
But that's why I said like AEW is not that company. Like they don't. Yeah. They will acknowledge shit that happened in WWE because, like, we acknowledge all wrestling, even that one. Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, let's see.
Let's
see if we even get that.
Yeah, because you never know. It could be something completely different. But
hit.
Yeah, the money right now is on Mr. KOR, Ty Conti, and Penelope Ford.
Yeah,
they get a video package.
Talk a lot of sassy shit.
They talking that sassy shit. Ty Conti's like, I'm tired of you, Penelope, and I'm tired of Bunny. So how about we fucking have a submission match on Rampage? And Penelope's like, you want to have a submission match with me? No, I'll fucking do submissions. I'll fucking choke you out in the Muda lock. Hell yeah, we can have a submission match.
She was out here with I saw mad clips of her with freaking what do you call it? Willow Nightingale, which we love.
Yeah.
We love her. She was freaking cool as hell.
Yeah.
So like
AEW, what's going on? Get her in here.
Yay, Willow.
Yeah, get her in here, AEW. What you doing?
She's probably already somewhat signed. They're just like, because she's doing other stuff with other companies as well. So they're just like, let her do.
Well, she could do that and you could still sign her. You do that with plenty of other people. Yeah. Get her in there.
But they're probably just letting her rock, and then when they're ready, when they actually have something for her.
That's what I want. I just want Willow to get a little bag.
Facts.
Throw her a bag. But yeah, we get a Malakai Black package.
Pause.
The eye has consumed the fucking right half of his face. Yeah. He's 50% demon now.
Yes.
Maybe even more than 50%.
50% gray.
Yeah. Just that side of the face is all demon shit. And he steps outside. He sees, I guess, a follower, a mysterious hooded figure. And sort of baptizes him, spits the mist on him. Mm-hmm. He says, the house always wins. So here's the other part where I'll drop in the other little bit of news. Apparently, Cassidy Haynes of Body Slam has reported that Brody King has been signed by AEW. Oh! Now, of course, Brody King, one half of the PWG Tag Team Champions with Malakai Black. They are homies. They have always been homies. So I could definitely see Brody King popping up in Malakai if he's forming a little stable here.
And do you remember what Malakai said to him? Or to the mysterious person on the side?
Yeah, what did he say? You're
more than a king?
Yes, he said, you're more than a king. Up next, we got Wardlow.
Yeah.
With the homie Sean Spears versus Matt Sydal. And
he's here to break shit. We know this.
That's what happens. Wardlow breaks this man. He just hits him with a bunch of power bombs. The crowd is actually fucking loving it. They want to see Wardlow hit more power bombs. And then Sean Spears grabs the mic. He's like, hey, big man, what are you doing here? Just you're doing too much. Just end this man already, all right? No more of this.
Like we don't get paid by the hour. Let's get the fuck out of here. We don't get paid by the hour,
big man. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So Wardlow's like, all right. Then he hits him with one more power bomb, and then he pins him.
Fucking clobbers him with like 15 chair shots.
Yeah. Spears is like, hey, man, that was a little excessive, all right? And then he just hits him with the chair.
Fucking who's on the phone?
Yeah, then he gets a phone call, and it's MJF. and Spears is like, oh, hey, yeah. So, hey, big man, Max told me to tell you got to get some champagne for the post-match celebration later, all right? So let's get going. Let's do it.
They're just making Wardlow hate MJF more and more every day. It's fucking great.
But I thought this was a good spot to do that because, like, after the crowd just went crazy for him, you give them a little tease like, one day he gonna get fed up with that boy's shit and whoop his ass.
One day.
I'm so ready for it. Like, whoop his ass, Wardlow. Whoop his ass.
What if that one day is day one?
Ooh. New Year's?
Yeah,
it could be. Could be. Serena Deeb versus Hikaru Shida, part 3.
Yo, I like the angle that they got on the camera when Serena Deeb was coming down the ramp.
Yeah.
That's a gorgeous angle. Like, that's an angle you take pictures of and put it online. Like, that's a great Instagram photo right there. That's beautiful.
Like one of the, the professional photo people that be at the shows. One of the stills they be grabbing. That's how it looked.
That's how it looks so good. It was like everything was blurred out and all you see is her.
Yeah. It was dope.
It's like straight up Mandy filter. But it wasn't Mandy filter. It was just a nice, perfectly like zoomed shot.
Yeah. Like the focus here is Serena Deeb.
Yeah.
So.
And they put the focus on that camera perfect.
Yeah. So they get started hot and heavy. Deeb attacks Shida getting in the ring. And then Shida just throws the fucking kendo stick at her. Like Deeb ran over and attacked her.
Like, what the fuck was the point of that?
Fuck you.
Right at her stomach. Yeah. Right at her stomach.
That shit was great.
They hate each other.
Yeah. So, but I like that. Like, after all the beef they've been having, y'all should be fucking locking up. It's beef.
Do you like Hikaru Shida's, like, I don't know, like Cruella-inspired outfit?
I loved it, actually. Yeah, she looked great.
She looked cool.
Yeah, she looked cool as shit. So, Aubrey finally gets enough order to the ring, and then, they start fighting again. So, Serena takes control early. She takes Shida outside. And then she does a post figure 4 as we go to picture. Shout out to the figure 4. Shout out to Bret Hart. That was his shit. Doing the figure 4 in the post. Shida makes a comeback out of the break, but Deeb cuts her off, puts her in an elevated heel hook from the top rope. That should look cool. And then Serena, she exposes the metal between the buckle and the post. And then she hits a neck breaker on it. I was like, oh shit.
Nasty.
They hit her with a power bomb for a 2 count. And then she locked her in this fantastic looking Muda lock. Like,
yes,
it looked so good. Like, similar to the way Ivy Nile did the Dragon Sleeper on NXT. That's how tightly this Muda lock looked locked in. It looked great. Serena then goes for snap suplexes, but Shida stuffs the third, and then she hits the deal, and she kicks out of the Falcon Arrow.
Yeah, she hasn't won with the deal in a long time.
Yeah, man.
Remember when she used to win with the deal?
Yeah, she used to win with the deal, but now people be kicking out of the Falcon Arrow. It's bullshit. So Shida, she hits an axe kick, and then they switch center ring and trade pins. But then Deeb ends up on top in a single leg crap. A great sequence, just mad smooth. These two are so good together. Like then,
great work.
Serena, she exposes the top turnbuckle, and then Taz is talking to Tony, but then Excalibur has to remind him that Tony left to get ready for an interview. And then Taz is like, "Oh yeah, I was just so into this match."
Hey, Tony. Where's Tony?
Oh shit, it's a good match, brother.
Excalibur, you here still? All right, come here. We should have called Hook. Where's Hook?
Oh, come on, send
Hook. Stark's around. I need Ricky Stark. Yeah. Ricky!
Apparently, hey. Tony Khan sent Hook during the commercial, during the show.
Yeah.
Like, he just sent Hook out and the crowd went crazy.
Every penny in the entire arena got moist.
Yeah, it was like, oh my God, it's Hook.
Yo, Hook is become beyond the meme.
Right? he's evolved.
The meme is now smaller than Hook.
Yeah, right? He's above that shit. Like, Hook is just God tier now.
Wow.
So...
Damn it, Hook.
Yeah, they're trading center ring, Shida and Deeb, but then Shida forces Deeb into the exposed buckle. She is defeated by her own hubris. And then Hikaru Shida is able to roll her up, and she gets the 1, 2, and 3.
Ugh, the Muda lock is on my screen right now. That shit is nasty.
Good looking Muda lock.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, who are watching the show for the first time, I usually have highlights on while we're doing this. It puts me in the mood.
Yes.
Pause for like talking about this stuff, because then I have it there and I'm like, oh yes, and I remember this and I know this. So yeah, just don't mind me.
Yeah. So yeah, Hikaru Shida.
Sometimes we end up with fucking Dark in the back, and I'm like, yeah,
oh shit, AEW Dark. They probably pop up after this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hikaru Shida gets the win. Really good match. Fucking really good match. A really good series between these two. Like we talked about last week, I hope this, now that I guess these two are done with each other, because these two are both so good. Yeah. Like, let's get them with some other girls. Because like you could do Serena Deeb versus like up and coming babyface, and those will be good matches.
Oh, yeah.
And you could do Shida versus an up and coming heel, and those will be good matches. Like,
bruh, I want Serena Deeb versus fucking Ruby Soho now.
That would be fire. Like, shit, I was asking for Deeb and Shida, and they gave me 3 matches, and all of them were fire. Yep. So yeah, next up.
Now I want Shida with. Are you ready for this one?
Yes. Let's see. Oh.
I hope you like this one. It is what it is, though. If you don't like it, it is what it is. Jamie Hayter.
Oh, hell no. That's fucking fire. Hell yeah, I want that shit. What? Are you kidding me? Hell yeah.
I didn't know if you... Because you know I'm a little biased. You know I love me some Jamie Hayter.
Nah, Jamie Hayter is dope. Especially after fucking that Riho match. Hell yeah.
I'm biased as hell. I love the shit out of Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie Hayter is dope. Hell yeah, I'm with that.
Tevin is like, that's the only person you ever remembered. Ever.
I thought you were going to say someone else. Hell yeah, Jamie Hayter.
Man. Fucking Jamie Hayter. You should have guessed, man. Yeah. You know me
No,
already.
But you were like, I don't know if you're going to like this. So I thought it was going to be someone else. Yeah. But Jamie Hayter.
I thought you would have been like, that. Yeah, Jamie Hayter. She's not even. No, Jamie Hayter's fire to me.
No, that's fire. That's fire. Fuck, give me that. Give me that. Tony with the Varsity Blondes. This is where he went to talk to the Varsity Blondes.
Yes.
And he asked him about Julia. How's Julia doing after Malakai got her last week?
This was...
And Griff Garrison is upset. He says, Malakai, you coward. You attack Julia, and then you just disappear. He says, I promise I'm going to take the fight to you now. If you want to show up, if you want to fight, and I'll fight you one-on-one next week. And Brian Pillman Jr. is like, hey, man.
That's what I was going to say. Pillman's reaction is like, dog, you biting off more than you chew. I think you fucked. I think on this one, you on your own.
Yeah. And Griffith's like, hey, man, fuck you, man. You don't want to back me up. Whose side are you on? I'm going to fight him. And then Brian's like, bro, I just don't think you should.
I don't think that's wise, bro. It's not very wise, Mr. White.
Yeah. And then Griffith's like, nah, fuck that. Next week, Malakai, I want to break your jaw.
It's not wise, Mr. White. how was it? That's how it was, right?
Yeah. That's not wise, Mr. White. Knowing that Malakai is into, shit like the 7 deadly sins and, things like that, I wonder if, like, this is by his design. Like, I mess with Julia, and then that causes a rift between the blondes. That seems like some intricate shit.
Let me put you on to what Simon Miller said.
Okay, what do you say?
Some of the symbiote that he spit splashed onto him, and that's why he's acting all Spider-Man 3-ish.
We are Malakai.
Oh, shit.
Now we got Eddie Kingston in the back.
Yes.
We can hear him this week, thankfully.
My uncle.
He says he's tired of 2.0, tired of Daniel Garcia. He's like, you know what? You attacked my guy Ortiz last week, but that's okay. He gonna be okay. So what we gonna do is we gonna have ourselves a little 10-man tag. It's gonna be me, Proud and Powerful, my best friend, Penta, and his brother Phoenix, versus you guys, Daniel Garcia, and whoever you want. I don't care. But you better show up and fight.
Yes, the Latin Kings versus...
What a fucking squad that's going to be. Eddie, Santana, Ortiz, and the Lucha Bros. Oh, my God.
The Latin Kings of wrestling.
Why the fuck they didn't do that in New York? Why did they get us that in New York?
You fucking up.
Because they gave
fucking up.
They gave us 4 of the 5. Because they gave us Santana and Ortiz and the Lucha Bros. It was just Eddie missing. Eddie was in the main that night, so, they did right. Yeah. They did right, but...
We still got all of them. We just got them in different positions, but we should have got them together.
All together? That'd been crazy.
And then Homicide comes out.
Yeah, Homicide coming out. Oh, that would have been crazy.
Yo, what if Homicide came out? Loki was in the crowd.
Got a big ass fucking New York fucking representing at the end of that shit. That would have been amazing.
Gang. All that New York. Ooh.
Yeah.
Loki.
Next year, Grand Slam, they gotta do that. So, and now it's time for the...
Does he still go by Loki?
Yeah, he does.
What was it they gave him in WWE?
Some of the K. Kaval.
Get the fuck out of it. The fuck.
And they had him with Late Cool. I remember that.
Fucking Mortal Kombat ass.
Yeah. Of all the indie guys, I still can't believe WWE actually signed Loki, because it was like... I always thought like...
He was that popular though.
Yeah. I always thought like what would have fucked him up was they were going to sign him. He was just going to fucking drop someone on their head and get fired.
Nah, he worked pretty well. What ended up being his undoing is him actually standing up for himself and being like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Which I could see that for Loki too, honestly. But yeah, I always thought it would have been the first one.
He was just like, man, y'all want me to do all this goofy shit? No, nigga, the fuck? I'm not doing it.
I mean, you could have put me next to Layla L every week. I wouldn't have complained. But hey, Loki was a different cat. It's time for the main event. Dynamite Diamond Ring, the final. MJF, who has won this twice, versus Dante Martin.
Blurger.
I do have a question. Are we ever gonna do anything with the Diamond Ring aside from MJF will occasionally use it as a weapon?
It should give you something or do something, or you can cash it in for something.
Get something out of it.
Yeah. I mean, a diamond ring is nice, but I can get a diamond ring for my wife. Yeah. For my illustrious wife.
Yeah. I make enough money, I could buy my own.
Yeah, I could buy my own diamond ring, diamond earrings, some bangles. What?
Something to attach. Because I like the concept of the Dynamite diamond ring. I just, I think the extra little bit to it, the missing piece would be give it a stipulation, a stake, something to it. So, I don't know, I don't know. Maybe you win the Dynamite diamond ring and you get a title shot and you get to pick the type of match it is. So it will make everybody really want to win it because it's the one time where you get to set the terms against the champion, and it's normally not like that. So
it's a big booty cocaine match.
Yeah, some crazy like that.
What?
So
big booty daddy.
Yeah. But with this, all is back to normal. We're out of Bizarro world. MJF is once again a raging dick, and the crowd fucking hates him. Yeah, we're back.
He grabs the mic to talk some shit.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck you, Texas," and then he goes to CM Punk. He's like, "Punk, you just sat in my hometown last week and talked local sports team shit for 10 minutes," which I thought was hilarious because MJF be doing the same shit all the time.
Your local team sucks, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Like, and then he's like, you sit here and talk about me, but you're over here with an undefeated streak being a bunch of unimpressive opponents. I figure that just makes you the new Ryback.
Oh! And everybody remembers the history between that feud.
Yeah.
Ew. Disgusting.
They don't like each other. which is always funny to me because they both feel the same way about WWE.
Yep.
But yeah.
They probably, if they actually like sat down and talked about situations, they'd probably be pretty cool with each other.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But you know, that's a bridge they would have to cross on their own.
Yeah.
But then he's like, I know Dante Martin has the verbal ability of Helen Keller on Quaaludes, which he's definitely used that line before, though. He's definitely used that before. I've heard that before.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's still
it's still a fucking savage line, no doubt. So I was like, wait a minute, he did that before.
When he used it, though,
but then he's like, you know, he says, despite that, Dante, you are very talented, but you're not a better wrestler than me. I promise I could pin you with a headlock takeover. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Not again.
Stick it.
Yeah. So, you know, then we see the ring at ringside. They show it. And behind it is Michael Jackson sign.
Yeah. What?
I was like, what? Someone really likes the King of Pop.
From the Scream video, I believe.
Yeah, it was him from Scream.
Fuck, why?
Yeah.
Who came up with this?
Yeah, what?
Which fan? Michael Jackson! Why?
Michael Jackson's the best wrestler ever. Wait a minute.
What does that have to do with anything? Michael Jackson! The fucking King of Pop. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, shout out Michael Jackson. Rest in peace, King.
Okay. Fuck.
So, MJF.
I'm still like, what the fuck was that all about?
Yeah, like, why?
You know what's crazy though? I was there. I saw it and it was there, and I remembered it, and I just remember it being there, and I was just like, yeah, it's a Michael Jackson. But once you brought it up, I'm like, whose stupid idea was this? Wrestling show. Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like, you know, sometimes they'll do one and then it'll be like a clever wrestling pun attached to it or nothing. Nah, it's just
Michael Jackson from the video Scream, like just like this.
Yeah.
Like, where's Janet? Nah.
Yeah, they're not even Janet in there. What are we doing? So, hey, stop pressuring me. But MJF, he poses for the crowd early on, but then Dante slaps him around, hits him with a big leapfrog. When he leapfrogs him, MJF yells, "Oh shit!"
I didn't even peep that.
Yeah. And then he hits this 450, this Dante, and Dante did this a few times in this match. He would do big dives on MJF and low key overshoot him, where he would end up kneeing him in the head.
That I saw when he went for the 450 and like damn near fucking clobbered him.
Yeah,
like too far, mate. Too far.
Shit, if I'm wrestling Dante, I'm going halfway to the middle of the ring. You got to hit all your dives there. I'm laying in the center of the ring. You could do it. I've seen it.
Yep.
You're not gonna overshoot me. Yo, he's posing for the crowd again. Dante gets him. He goes for the double jump moonsault, but MJF pushes him off top, right back onto the apron. He plops down to the floor, crashes. Taz is like, he deserved that. He's a bum.
Yeah, the entire time his stance is, fucking traitor.
Yeah.
You double cross us. You can't double cross us.
Yeah. The nerve of this guy.
He hates him with a passion, bro.
You know, we come back from picture in picture. Dante makes a comeback, hits him with a fucking Fosbury flop to the outside.
Now, the reason why I thumbs up is because Tevin knows I love me some Fosbury flop.
He does love the Fosbury flop. Yes. It's one of my favorite moves too, honestly.
I chant it like at the Fosbury flop, like at the moment I see it. But the reason why is because it was one time in 2K, I was like, fuck is a Fosbury flop? And I click on it and I'm like, Tev, what the fuck is that? And then I watch it and I was so impressed. I was like, that's exactly what I would call a Fosbury flop. That's what the fuck that is.
Yeah. First time I ever...
That's just crazy. Yeah.
AJ. First time I ever saw AJ do it, I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's a great move.
Now look at us. We old this shit and it's still an impressive ass move.
It's still
but they've
up
come
there,
up
for
with
sure. It's
so much shit now.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Did you see the one point where MJF is like, there's a fan in the crowd and MJF pulls a Russell Westbrook and starts talking shit to him?
Oh, yeah. The fan is flipping him off and MJF's like, do something then. Do something.
Unlike that old guy at that NBA show, he did not get kicked out.
Yeah. Well, I guess because the fan like actually didn't do anything. He just kept like flipping him off. The fan, I assumed, was like smart enough to...
But the other fan didn't do anything either from what I remember. He was like a 70-year-old dude.
Oh,
he was just like, fuck you, fuck you. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's
Westbrook,
true.
He was like, fuck you, fuck you.
Well, that's basketball.
and then Russell Westbrook, fuck me. Yeah. And then when they asked him, supposedly, Westbrook said some shit to him, and he was like, hey, he started it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it is true. In the NBA, they do take the heckling more seriously. Because, you know, in wrestling, it's encouraged.
Yes.
In basketball, it's tolerated to a point. Like, we know heckling is a part of the game. Like, yeah, you heckle the opposing guys, but like, there's certain shit that you could say to a heel wrestler that you should not say to a basketball player. MJF does the side headlock takeover. And I'm like, motherfucker, he did it. The fact that MJF got over a side headlock takeover, fuck you, MJF.
That's what he do.
Yeah, and Dante kicked out. So then Dante does a side headlock takeover.
Yeah.
And MJF kicks out.
So I guess nobody can beat anybody with a side headlock takeover.
He's like, how about I beat you with a side headlock takeover? Fuck you.
Showing some balls, mate. I see you.
Yeah. But then MJF comes back, hits him with a big Liger bomb. That gets a 2 count. So then Dante, he hits the nosedive, double jump moonsault, covers him for the 1, 2. He got him. No. MJF's leg is on the ropes thanks to one absolute Ricky Starks.
You motherfucker. And Taz is going ape shit on commentary.
Taz is like, perfect. Beautiful. Excalibur's like, come on, Taz, what the hell are you doing? Taz is like, I ain't doing nothing, bro. I'm doing commentary. That was Ricky.
Now, here's one thing. He did that in front of the ref? It's so bad to me that literally once he gets up, his hands are still on this man's foot. You're right, because like the moment he gets up, he pretty much just turns and Ricky's right there. Like his hands are still on his foot like that. Like,
so that's why. Like he doesn't see Ricky, but it's because he intentionally is looking away from Ricky.
Man.
So yeah,
it's too hot box, too hot box.
But he didn't see it. Whatever.
Man, that was bullshit, man.
Yeah.
That was DQ. Definitely a DQ.
They should have did it on the other side. But then Dante turns away. He's distracted. MJF locks in Salt to the Earth, and he gets the win. Dante taps, and it's a 3-peat. The only man to ever hold the Dynamite Diamond Ring 3 times in a row is MJF.
The only man to hold the Diamond Ring, period.
Yeah, that's why the only man to ever hold this thing. It's
period.
MJF.
Yeah. He's got 3 of them now? Can he wear all 3?
Yeah. Is that the plan? They're just going to give him 5 and he can just wear them on all his fucking hands?
He's going to pull up Michael Jordan and shit?
Yeah. Count the rings. So.
LeBron, you ain't got this many.
Yeah. Is that the plan? He's 1 less than Bryan right now. He's got 3. Bryan got 4. So
then he can start talking shit and being like, I got more rings than LeBron James. Shut the fuck up.
They go out to either LA or Cleveland. He could be like, I got more rings than LeBron. And there you go.
Punches motherfucker in his mouth, bro.
So after this, FTR, they come down to celebrate with their boy.
Mm-hmm.
But then the lights go out.
Yep.
I was like, oh shit, who that? And then they come back on.
This probably pissed off a few people, but it's fine.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have turned the lights off.
Yeah. Because some people were probably like, is this where we get it?
Yeah.
Is this where we...
It debut. It's a debut.
Oh, it's going to be... It's Sting and Darby. Because you can hear the crowd. They cheer, but it's like...
It's like, oh, this isn't, I thought it was going to be something like crazy. This is just good.
This is
That's basically what it is. This is just good.
Yeah, this is how you know where they were like, this is just good.
Yeah.
Because after a few minutes of them brawling around, they were like, CM Punk!
Yeah, because I was like, all right, so it's probably not going to be a debut, so let's get Punk out here.
Yeah, they were like, the crowd was like, all right, so, yeah, that's cool. CM Punk!
Yeah.
And then Punk, he obliges.
Yeah, he obliges. He runs down. He's got a bat. And, he runs the heels off. And he gets cheered this week, so again, back to normal.
Yep.
And, then he grabs the mic.
He was called out here, so yeah, back to normal.
Yeah. So he grabs the mic. He says, MJF, since you don't want to do it one-on-one, how about we do a 6-man tag team match next week? It'll be you guys versus me, Sting, and Darby. And then he goes over and he gives Darby a handshake. And then Darby just leaves him hanging for like 10 seconds before he actually shakes his hand.
Guy.
Hey, guy. Darby's just looking at him like,
yo.
Hey.
My guy.
And then Darby's like,
yo.
Hi.
That happens to me at work sometimes because, we be having the TV on.
Yeah.
And people would just be like, and then after you see them like staring at the TV for like a good 5, hey, you gotta pay hey, listen, yo, or if not, it'll be like, yo, that'll be something. Did you hear me? I'm about to put the card in.
Yo, but
it's your money. I'm just gonna put the card in, and that's your fault after that. Huh? What happened? It's this much. Oh yeah, go ahead. Like fucking.
Pay attention, bro.
Like stop watching. I know I get glued watching this shit too, which is why I put it on. I put usually like SVU during the day, Law and Order, all those cop shows and shit, because they're always very interesting. Like all these weird detective shows, like. And you just kind of, they're like, you get glued to them. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it other than you get glued to them. So
yeah, Darby and Punk and Sting are going to take on FTR and Jeff on Dynamite next week. Christmas Dynamite. So yeah. I just realized that Dynamite's on my birthday. So.
Ooh, wait a minute. That's in 2 weeks, right?
What? My birthday?
Yeah.
Nah. It's in 5 days.
What?
Yeah.
What day is it?
The 17th.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, should just be going now. But hey, my birthday on Dynamite Day next week. So, hey, TK, if you're listening, for my birthday, I would like to give you a reason. And
if you don't give him that, then give him Bryan Danielson as world champion.
Oh, I will definitely take that too. That'd be great.
He'll take either of those.
Yeah, I'll take either of those. But I do like me some Hangman, so yeah. I'll take Mr. O'Reilly. If you can.
Give you a reason.
Yes.
But if you give him Bryan Danielson for his birthday, and you gotta give me CM Punk for my birthday, and since CM Punk is a summer guy, and my birthday's in the summer of Punk, 2022, let's fucking go.
Shit. Might be happy.
Let's fucking go. It's my birthday. Life's been stressful. I'm about to shoot somebody, what I'm saying, over this Omicron bullshit.
Yeah, Omicron out here fucking the game up. But I mean, yeah, man, that was Dynamite. Very, very fun show. Obviously, the title match was fucking incredible, like we talked about, and then that second hour was fun. Like you had a really good match with Shida and Deeb. You had a solid main event. with a solid angle. Like, no big surprise, but I didn't really mind because TK even said on Twitter, like, I would look after Winter is Coming for the big surprises. So
he said after.
He said after. So for just this show, I was happy with this, and they did like. They said there was going to be an announcement, I think, about the Owen tournament, and then there was no announcement. I was like, hey, what happened to the announcement? But
I guess that one match had them like, nah, let's just
hold that off for next week. So hopefully we get it next week, whatever the announcement is. But fun show.
We had hour. We legit had an Iron Man match and ended in a draw. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, shit.
Like I was good. I was like, all right, I'm good. That was crazy.
Wild night of pro wrestling. Mm-hmm. Fun stuff.
Yep. I loved it. Yeah. When the fuck did this happen?
What?
They're showing some shit of a Monday Night Raw where they had like AstroTurf and everybody was wrestling, and Owen Hart had a football jersey and fucking Yokozuna had a football jersey.
What the hell?
Razor Ramon had his own Raw football jersey. Sid Vicious had a football jersey. It was like some type of team match situation going on. Oh no, it was like, was this every match in this show? What the fuck show is this?
I'm trying to clock the year because you said Owen, Yoko, Razor. It's like 94, 96,
right? Reliving the War collection.
Oh, 96?
Yeah. Razor Ramon, Scott Hall in 96.
I always forget Razor is still there in 96. The first half.
Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah, they're just playing football. The fuck is, like, not playing football, but they're dressed in like football gear. And for some weird reason, the ring is like, the mat is green. I'll show you this shit. You're going to be like, what the we got to talk about this shit we have to have a show about shit like this.
We're gonna
weird shit they did back in the day. We're going to
do some old school throwback shit soon enough. We got an extra show slot open up now. So, but that's the show.
Yep. That it was. Tev, let these beautiful people out there in the tube of you know where to find us.
But indeed, you already know where to find us. Find us on Instagram at Ramblemania Show and at Banter Club Podcast. Find us on Twitter at Ramblemania, Facebook.com/Ramblemania Show. Also find our group there, Ramblemania Show's Banter Club, where we and the other podcasters, wrestlers, and everybody that we associate with post all our goings on and all that is going down. As far as the audio goes, we are everywhere audio is found. That is Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, TuneIn, Overcast. Everywhere your podcasts are found, just search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. And of course, the visuals. Twitch.tv/Ramblemania Show. Go on YouTube. Search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. And when you get here, like the videos, click subscribe, and click the bell so that when you get here, the new content will go straight to you. And as for me personally, find me on Instagram at TJ the Great 1. That's TJ the GR, the number 8, the number 1. And find me on Twitter at TJ the Great. That's TJ the GR, the number 8. It's as simple as that.
TJ the Great too cool. I went a little Japan on that one. You heard it? the dun, 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 dun. That's how they announce everybody in Japan for some weird reason.
At that cadence.
Yeah. Oh man. You can find me on Instagram at the number 6, the letter X, the letter L. That is at 6XL. You can find me on Twitter at SIIXX. Ain't I great? That is at SIIXX. You already. You can find us all on TikTok now, where we had just posted something about last week's Dynamite. You can go check that out. And that was, Chicago pizza or New York pizza. You tell me which one is the real one and which one is gabagool.
You let me know.
Oh, man. So, to all our Banter Club loyalists out there, we're going to leave you guys with a little something called a Too Sweet?
Too sweet.
And a good fight.
And a good night.
Listen, trust in the system. AEW is not WWE. Give it time.
Trust the process. They have the process.